Hi, this is Get to Know GISD with me, Julie Sammons. So the first question is, what do you do at the district? So I am a social studies teacher. I have taught at GISD for 16 years. I taught mainly AP and US history at Eastview High School for 14 years, and now this is my second year at Rashar High School here in Georgetown. Can you tell us a little about yourself? All right, so I was born in Houston, but I grew up in a really small town called Lamarck. And I like to say that because it's not Lamar, it's Lamarck. And I was involved in a few things at Lamarck High School. I was involved in marching band. We had 75 whole people in our marching band. And then I was also involved in this thing called Cougar Guard. And I thought that Cougar Guard was completely amazing, but apparently it's kind of weird. So what we did was we carted this, used to be a live cougar, but now it's stuffed, in a cage from game to game because we were the Lamarck Cougars. But apparently that's really weird, carting around a stuffed cougar from game to game. I ended up graduating from the University of Texas. My family moved up here after I graduated from high school. Yes. Why education? Education has always been encouraged, and in my family, I have a lot of teachers in my family. And I also had a brother that was autistic, and growing up, I kind of had the other side of what I knew I didn't want to see at school. And so I thought if maybe I could be a positive influence, then that might be more beneficial. And so education.
Can you tell us a little bit about being a teacher at Rashar specifically? And
Yes.
why that's so special?
So Rashar was actually established in 1991, and I didn't know a whole lot about it until I started teaching there last year. And we have a cap of 100 students at a time, and it's an academic accelerated alternative high school. So the students that we get from both Eastview and Georgetown High School. And these are students who often are ready to graduate. They want to graduate early. Maybe they have to work full time to help their family members out. We're very flexible with the schedule. It's a accelerated curriculum, so they have to be motivated. And actually I have higher expectations for them because we move so quickly. So at every 9 weeks, everything shifts. And so I could get a whole new group of students that are coming in and teaching them basically a semester's worth of curriculum in 9 weeks. We also have dual credit courses with ACC, and I just found out that now students that come over from Georgetown or Eastview can still participate in UIL activities at their home campus, even while they're with us. We also have advisory where we get to do some different things with the students. And so one thing that we were asked to do was to pick a skill that we thought the students should have. And so I thought that a really important skill was to be able to two-step. And so I taught my students how to two-step, and we also did the electric slide, and they were panicky at first, and I was like, you can do this, it is fine. I'm teaching you something that you know, even if you think you can't dance, you can do it. So that was a lot of fun. I really do love teaching. Like, honestly, I love teaching. And to me, since we get to see each other, me and the students, sometimes more than they get to see their families, I always try to get to know them as much as possible. And I always tell them, sometimes I have them doing like silly stuff, and I'm like, I have to be here all day long, and so we're going to be entertained while we're here at school talking about history. So any way you can make connections has been so beneficial. So.
Love that. That's awesome.
What's your most embarrassing school story? All right. So when I was teaching at Eastview High School, I think it was maybe my third year there, I hadn't been feeling very good, and one of the teachers walked in and said, "How are you doing?" And apparently I just like passed out, like I fell out of my chair. I came back to it. At that point, EMS had arrived. And so they're wheeling me out on a gurney in the middle of all the students. And one of my students is standing there and he goes, "I guess we have a sub today." I was like, oh.
But you're okay now, you're okay.
I'm good. Yeah, it was fine. Everything was okay. So
now it is time for the rapid fire. The first question we ask everyone, what was your favorite subject in school?
it was actually music. It wasn't history, it was music. And then later on, it was history.
What is the last song you played in the car?
Oh, it was by Megan Thee Stallion. It was the money one.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
We know the one.
We know the
Okay.
We know the one. What's your favorite superhero?
My favorite. Oh, Wonder Woman.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Ooh, Dateline. Or I Love Lucy episodes. I watch them all the time. This was Get to Know GISD with me, Julie Sammons.